You already know, man. It's your boy Jay Bandz, man. Tune in. Hampton's finest.
We got Bandz on the track.
Sometimes I do get caught up in like the moment, especially like when like I'm working on something and it's like I got an idea in my head, I gotta put it down. So I just get in that zone.
Real name is Javon. Stage name is Jay Bandz. I'm 26 years old. I was born in Jamaica, Montego Bay. I was living in Montauk for like 2-3 years, and now living in East Hampton for like 3 years now. A friend of mine had the program in high school, FL Studio, and I always seeing him messing around with it, and then I just took an interest to it, and then I started practicing on my own. It actually a little bit more complicated than it looked, because you can just click really, but then some of it'll sound distorted, it'll sound off, it'll sound weird and not on melody, on key. So you want to like tweak the sounds to get like the most efficient notes out of it. So at each note, each sound complement each other. I'm just more like simple with my drums and stuff. Like a lot of other producers, like they're more technical with their drum pattern. Like I'm not really much of a drum player. For me, I could take I could make the drum, like the bass from the drums, from the bass line of the melody, and I'll just combine the melody notes with the bass. Or if I'm using the sample, I'll start with the sample as well. Just mostly like the sounds. I never really start with like the drum patterns. See, what most people think, because we're looking from the outside, we think it's easy. Some of us don't want to spend the money, some of us don't want to spend the time. And that's where you're gonna mess up at. Because to get to that point, it definitely is gonna take money and time. Can't really make beats without inspiration. Can't really make anything without inspiration. I like the culture music, like Bob Marley, Damian Marley, Garnet Silk. I mean, I listen to the reggae, dancehall, and all that stuff. I listen to a lot of music. Evanescence is is a rock band. Okay. And like Linkin Park and all that stuff. My influence is more like the older type of music, not like the modern day music nowadays, because it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. I definitely fucked with Nas. Definitely was one of my big influences. Mostly because of Damian Marley too, because of that. They did it like a joint album, and that's how I really got introduced to Nas. Of course I heard like a couple of tracks from him before, but I gravitated towards him when I heard like the album with Damian Marley. And also Lil Wayne, Gucci Mane, most definitely. Gucci Mane is definitely up there. I'm in like the trap genre for right now. I hope to venture out in like other genres and stuff, but only like when I mastered one particular genre for right now. There's not really much of a gravitated hip-hop scene because of the status East Hampton holds. Everybody's known East Hampton for like celebrities and all these high fancy stuff, and so nobody really pay attention to the rappers or the hip-hop artists from this area. We're in a place where when you make it, this is where you come to relax, you know, or for vacation or something like that, as opposed to like Atlanta, New York. New York is more known for like music, you know what I'm saying? So for us, like Long Island artists, we'd have to go like towards the city to get like some more type of outward recognition, you know what I'm saying? And then once you start getting outward recognition in New York City, then out comes out of state, you know what I'm saying? So now, once you get out of state, then that's where you need to start going to places where you need to be. That's where you start meeting people, you know what I'm saying? And then it's all about knowing the people, the
why it's important to know and make friends. You know what I'm saying? You can't be burning bridges, closing doors, because you got to know people to get to other places. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like it's our main problem out here. Back in the day when they was doing music and it was just fun, you know, so the production, it was like, and then back in the day, like, they didn't really have that much advanced technology, so it just like seemed like really dope at the time. So like and then it was just like fun to do what they could do with what they had, you know what I'm saying? So back in the day, it was just like everything was more so fun, you know, which makes the process even more fluent and more genuine, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're just having fun. Nowadays, you just going to go rap because you have to, because your label required you to make this amount of songs, put this amount of albums out, so you're just going in the booth just rapping about anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just not how it was back in the day, because the fans, the fan base, it changed. Like, it's more so like they're more so of like the style of the beats now, like the style of the flow of the song. Because back in the day, people just used to rhyme. They used to like do nursery rhymes, talk on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta have melody. Now you gotta have rhythm and all that stuff, that technical stuff to the song, to the music. So it's just like people are not focusing on the lyrics nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And then you have like ghostwriters and people, artists who will have ghostwriters and stuff like that, so they get to start portraying life that's not theirs. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of trash artists out there, a lot, way too much, and there are making a lot of #1 hits right now, and it makes you think about like, well, what are the fans listening to? Like, what kind of music do you like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your type of a hit nowadays? What's your caliber of a hit? Like, what makes you think this song is a hit? Nowadays, it's a catchy beat and catchy flow. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if for any future artist that's coming up that wants to make it in there, you gotta know the right people. You gotta have a catchy beats and a catchy flow. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody really paying attention to the lyrics no more. People are not sober anymore. So when you hooked on them, all these Xanax, oxycodone, all these damn pills, everything just sounds pretty dope to you. A freaking cricket probably a sound of a cricket may sound like a hit to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they're not like the fans are not really listening to the music anymore. You know, it's more so of like back in the day. It's like they used to preach about drug dealing. Nowadays, it's about preaching about drug using.
Bandz on the track.
In 5 years, ideally, where would you see yourself?
5 years? I'm definitely trying to go around the world at least in 5 years. I'm definitely trying to do at least a couple tours, shows. Mostly from my boy Darren Nels. Shout out to Nels. Hampton's finest. You gonna remember that name.